This is From the Ground Up, where we talk to entrepreneurs in all different industries and give you the down and dirty about what makes them successful. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and check back every Monday as we drop new episodes.
Okay, guys, here we are.
Oh, are we going? I'm sat there with a blank
usually
stare.
count it down for you. Back in the house today, podcast 88 with none other than Jeremy Kane.
What's up? Let's go. 88.
88, I know,
That's
the
good.
best year.
Why
the
did it
year I
take
was
so long?
born. I don't know. I don't know, because one of the top 1% in EXP, co-founder of Carbon Collective. You have over 265 agents, 37 states, 4 countries, no big deal. Right?
Dubai not being one of them.
Dubai and Turkey. And Canada and the U.S.
Hey,
we'll
take that.
Random. Very random.
It is random.
Like 2 in the Middle East, 1 up north, and us.
There's a good story behind it. But
And we're gonna get to all of it. Yeah, I don't know why it took so long. Probably because we just needed to have you on the best episode, 88.
Yeah, 88,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
You were born in 87. Oof, what a loser.
Yeah, dude, I'm almost 40.
84 over here.
84?
Yeah, I'm a senior.
Okay, hey, that's
table.
when my sister was born. You're the year of the... What year? What year?
Snake, maybe?
The
rat. No, I think it was a rat. It is a rat. Yeah, it is a rat.
I'm a dragon.
Rabbit, which makes no fucking sense for me.
You know,
It's all right.
it's
Whatever.
fine.
Roll of
But
punches.
honestly, though, thank you so much for being on today.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten to know you kind of well in the last year or so.
Yeah.
Maybe about a year or so.
The events, the deals, the
deals.
things.
The deals.
A lot.
Yeah, we got one deal under our belt.
One deal.
Thank you
Remember
very
when
much.
we all met on a Zoom call, that first
I
Zoom?
did.
I don't know why I thought about that.
It was a good Zoom.
Yeah.
Well, so as we know, this is called From the Ground Up. So we're going to get into why you're such a badass, but we kind of want to hear about how little Jeremy Kane was brought into this world. Give us a little bit of your background.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I'm a native, born in Aurora, grew up in Lakewood.
Okay.
So
Colorado natives, we're all.
Colorado, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
What high school?
Lakewood.
Okay.
Yeah, go Tigers. But yeah, we my parents were divorced early on. They were awesome. Worked co-parent together, gave me all the good things, and they got remarried and everything worked out.
Did it work out? Because blended families seem to be quite the story in my life these days. I'm just kidding.
we had some trials and tribulations with step parents and things like that. But
Yeah.
overall, it worked out, and my parents both have their people, and I went away to college. My mom wasn't solo or alone, and my dad wasn't either. So it was cool.
So which one of them was a real estate agent? Because you're second generation. Okay, so
My
your
dad,
dad was.
My dad actually owned a bar.
Which one?
It was called the Lost Boomerang. None of you were there.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I think he might have closed it in 90. So
okay.
would have been early on.
I'm like, 'cause we know bars.
Yeah, right. Right.
We know
Which
bars.
one?
Yeah. It was in Mississippi and Leetsdale out in Aurora.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. Him and his partner opened a bar in 1983 in November maybe.
Okay.
And his partner had a son in December, and I was born in February.
Oh, so you guys are like best buds.
So it's really good for both of those marriages and things, bars and kids, all in
Yeah.
one.
Running
No,
around
but it was
Aurora.
awesome. And then, I grew up in Lakewood, lived with my mom, went to my dad's on the weekends, and he got into real estate after doing some other stuff after the bar business, and he was a broker for 2 years, or agent for 2 years, and got his managing broker license, and built his own company.
What was his name?
Jim Kane.
Jim Kane.
Is his name. He's still here. Shout
Yeah,
out
Jim
Papa
Kane.
Frog.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jim,
yeah.
Let me guess. He was back with Remax back in the day.
No, Coldwell Banker.
No.
Oh wait, Metro Brokers.
No.
Dang.
Landmark Brokers Realty Southwest was his company.
Oh, I do actually remember that.
Yeah.
Would have never guessed that.
There's a few of them, and he had that until 2008, 9, 10 maybe.
And it went down.
Merged with Brokers Guild, and then Dave Killian, the founder of Brokers Guild and Prudential and Cherry Creek Realtors, passed away. So my dad was kind of in line to be the manager there shortly after, bringing his brokerage over. And, so in 2013, his son gave him a call. I had, I'd worked in corrections out of college, graduated from CSU, so I didn't even leave the state for college.
Neither did we.
Yeah, I don't know. Want to know where you went?
Metro.
If it wasn't CSU?
No.
Yeah.
Metro State.
Okay, perfect.
Shout out Roadrunners.
Yeah.
Right?
Metro
Roadrunners?
State College or Metro State University? That's the question.
She graduated college. I graduated a year or two after you when it was a university, so I'm way more
Prestigious.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
way further along.
Yeah, college.
Yeah, my diploma's still sitting in the dean's office. I was like, what do I need a college diploma for? You got a university one.
I did.
There you go.
And I went
Anyways,
to graduation.
it's all
Yes.
the same.
Same.
So went to CSU and got a degree in psychology. Didn't want to go to school ever again.
Yep.
So I got into corrections and did some case management. Quickly became an administrator of 2 facilities.
I could see
You
you being a
weren't joking.
corrections officer.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking.
You weren't joking
Yeah.
about that. I
Yeah.
thought, okay, so you
Yep.
dealt with not good.
I did it.
kids.
Yeah, I mean it was adults.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also was overseeing a female halfway house with 35 beds. So it's funny because I look back on that part of my journey. It was private corrections, and the company got bought out, and there was a lot of lessons learned there. But it was cool. People are always like, "Are you scared to like go to the grocery store?" I'm like, "No." Like I actually have all these convicts that have my back.
Yeah.
Because I'm cool and
'Cause you're-
I take care of them. Like I shoot
Yeah.
them straight and I hold them accountable, but I'm not a tool. So
Yeah.
that was interesting. Got burnt out fairly quickly in that, and then I went and taught with my sister-in-law at her school for 6th through 12th at-risk
That's nice.
students. So
I thought you were on the other side when we were just talking earlier, so I thought we were connecting about
no.
being bad kids together, and you were the
I've never been
He's the voice
in a
of
halfway
reason.
house as a resident.
noted.
So
Okay.
I'm not sure you have either, but
All right,
we don't have to
cool
go there.
guy.
This is about you. But yeah, it was great. Got into teaching. I was going to save the world before, the crime came in, and a couple computers thrown at me and pea gravel for 45 minutes and things like that. Just behavioral stuff. Kids that couldn't make it in public schools, but it's great. And called my dad in 2013 and said, "Hey, I'm going to get into real estate. What do you think?" And I actually didn't know what he would say because he had just gone through kind of a pretty crappy time in real estate. If you're thinking
Yeah.
08 through 13,
Yeah.
he was on the other side, obviously, of it. But he was like, "You'll be awesome." And got my license July 5th. So I did go back to school for like 168 hours, give or take.
Yep.
Yeah.
Took it online.
Yep.
And got my license and, did 60,000 GCI that year and then been 6 figures and well beyond ever since. So,
Did you go under him to start?
yep. I was
you-
with him for
yep.
8.5 years. I
Yep.
left his brokerage in 2012. No,
got
2021.
into-
2021. Little dyscalculia there. Back to the school days. But took an opportunity at EXP, and it's been amazing ever since. I don't have liabilities. I don't have the headaches. I get to coach agents and do that.
Yeah.
While I was teaching, I got into coaching. I coached high school basketball for
I was wondering
12
where the
years.
basketball came from
Yeah.
because you had the rural producers
Yeah.
thing, and I
With
was
the
like basketball. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't read the article.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You should have.
I know.
Did you,
I'm so
did
sorry.
you play growing up?
I did. Yeah. But coaching was my jam. I coached at Devlin High School for 8 years,
Oh, I
and
went
then
to Devlin Junior School.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I was there when you were there. I'm sure.
Oh my god, I wonder. I just literally I have that yearbook sitting in the back of my car right now for some weird reason because it was sitting in my house when I sold it. I don't know why. I'm gonna go look and see if you're in there.
Yeah.
What year was that?
I started at Devlin in 08.
No.
Oh yeah, you were after me then.
Yeah.
You think I'm that
Young.
No, you're
that
good.
young?
You're good.
That's
Okay.
nice.
But junior, you never know.
Yeah.
So
Devlin's a good school though.
it was good.
Very top rated school.
Yep. And we had a lot of success there. 5 years we lost in the Elite Eight, and then we went over to Valor. And we lost in the state championship and won the state championship the second year.
Valor's a good school, I hear.
And then I did one more stint at Devlin, one more year, and then
Let it go.
Called it
yeah.
good.
Then,
It was
then-
women's.
then-
It was
no,
women's.
boys.
Oh, boys.
Yep.
Nice.
Then the kids came. I have 3 daughters, so there was no way I was doing 40 hours of real estate plus 40 hours of basketball coaching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are.
So you're at EXP. You got a pretty significant team under you.
Mhm.
275.
270.
265 to 270.
Yeah.
How though? Before we get into that, so you started under your dad. Well, I don't want to say under your dad, but with your dad in 2013. How did you start getting leads in, deals in right away? Did he have a lead gen system, or was it all self-gen?
Self-gen. I took a class from Brian Buffini, Peak Producers.
Brian Buffini, we've
Hear
heard
this
that. That's
name
probably like the 5th or 6th.
constantly.
Yeah.
He's a boss.
Uh-huh.
He's an
Yeah.
Irish immigrant. And does great things, and he's cool to listen to. And had some great strategies, especially for me, growing up about 15 minutes from where I live now and where our office was, and going to school in Fort Collins. I still have some contacts up there and do business in both markets. So.
What is Ryan Buffini's like? Ryan. What does he teach? Like, what's his philosophy? What's his
Working by
core philosophy?
referral.
Referrals.
Yeah. I'm never too busy for referrals, things like that.
What's your biggest takeaway?
Ultimately, there's a lot more takeaways. But yeah, showing up, providing value, connecting with people, doing the thing is really the piece.
You know what I love that you did? So for the podcast, we send you like an intake form, right? And typically when we get them back, they're all, and it's fine because I use Chat GPT, but they're all Chat GPT'd. And then I read yours and it was just real. We're like, what makes you different? You're like, I'm cool and I'm dope and I connect with people.
Person.
Yeah.
And I treat people as they should be treated.
Yeah.
And there was like a misspelled word in there. I'm
Yeah.
like, thank God.
We don't have time, especially on Sundays after the third reminder.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, bro.
I was like, here you go. I was like, trust me, it's good.
But it
It's
was
coming.
the truth.
Yeah.
It was the truth. You're like, I'm cool
Yeah.
and I care about people and
Yeah.
treat people as you should be treated. And I was like,
Yeah.
thank
I think
you.
that's, the biggest thing that I've realized lately, especially growing this organization internationally, is like now I go on stages and speak about how to give a shit about people. Like that's all I talk about. Like, because when agents are trying to find their voice and, speaking and helping agents, like it's like, oh, I have this great AI system or I have this great lead gen system that no one else has. Like, no, I just care about people. Once I got over that hump and realized it, like I've created a course and like I was selling my course for a little bit. Now I just provide it to my organization. But when I had the pamphlet, I was like, this is just exactly how I built my business. Like it's so real, and so that was a huge like light bulb moment for me that you don't have to have this shiny object
Yeah.
to impact
Don't.
people.
It's
don't.
connecting with people. What was your kind of like aha moment to just be like, dude, that's it. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Just
I feel like because you're very like even-keeled person, right? I can tell. Just like me, kind of
Yep.
just very like, not I'm going to say monotone, but just very even-keeled and like straight to the point.
and I'm
Yeah.
And the fluff doesn't need to be there for you. And I
Right.
love that about you.
Yeah.
It's
ahead.
funny because we were actually on the golf course on Sunday and she's like, God, we haven't gotten Jeremy's intake form. Texted him. And then, or you texted him. And then we were talking about this deal that we have with this agent who just is very, we don't know her very well, but anyways, trying to get this transaction together and figured out. And it's just like butting heads with people. And it's just like all this extra fluff and all this extra stuff that just doesn't need to happen.
Yep.
Making things so difficult. Let's just be a good person, be real,
Yep.
like this Denver's too small,
Yeah.
too small for this. But
And I think that's a huge piece of it, right? And actually, right before this interview, I was talking to somebody who called me. I went and sat down at their house last May, and they're like, "We're going to list in the spring." I was like, "Cool," and they were a referral, and I was kind of whatever. And he called me and said, "Oh, we're going to go with this other person." And I'm like, "Cool." They told you what you wanted to hear instead of what you needed to hear.
yeah,
And he actually just called me on the way over here, and I was talking to him. I was like, "I got 2 or 3 minutes."
yeah.
And he's like, "Well, we listed our house. It's expiring." I was like, "Oh,
Shocking.
cool. How's the orange carpet?"
Yeah.
So it comes full circle. And if,
It
I
does.
didn't freak out and I didn't I was like, cool, like, good luck. Let me
Yeah.
know if you need anything, whatever.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I operate.
yeah.
Like,
Didn't get salty. Just
Right.
like, okay, well,
yeah,
Yeah.
this is what
Cool.
I can offer. And
Yeah.
it's so true. And and the industry here is so small, kind of to go off of what she was saying. It's just like, why not be kind to people?
Yeah.
Why walk around saying like I'm the best, trying to swing whatever you got in everybody's face? And it's just like, that's not it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, it's not it.
It's not real.
and we all have,
Yeah.
We all have access to the MLS, which is how most people sell
Yes.
houses.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
That's
I was
what
like,
we
I'm
did
gonna go
after
look up
the-
this person's production, and
Yeah,
I just
we're
want to
like, hey,
see.
Calm down a bit.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
That's
no.
funny. So, okay, so after all of this, you're a dad of 3 girls, obviously married, doing all the things. Carbon Collective, you have a lot more going on that we'll get into, but you're also producing.
Yep.
And you mentor and you coach.
Yep.
And his
How-
kids stay home from school. They're homeschooled.
Homeschool. How do
die.
you? How
I have a really awesome wife.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
it's-
Shout out
there's
to
a woman
Sarah.
in there.
Yeah.
is it? Sarah with an A or an H?
H.
Hey, I know.
Yeah. But yeah, she does the majority of that. I teach math from time to time. Been really busy lately, so I've gotten a little less math lessons in. But the kids are awesome. I mean, they're 10, 7,
I was just gonna
almost
ask their
8,
ages.
and 3. So
Oh, 4.
no.
You said
3.
10,
7, almost 8.
Got
Yep.
it. Got it.
10, 8, and 3 for the most part. And so they're awesome, and they're both, the older kids are both in competitive gymnastics, which is a key. People are like, how are they going to be socialized? I'm like, well, they spend 12 hours in a gym
Yeah.
with all these little baddies walking around like with 6-packs that can do like more pull-ups than I can.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's been a really nice addition to our family, is just having that piece. Jet Gymnastics, shout out to them. They do a great job.
What is it? What gymnastics?
It's Jet. It's called Jet.
Okay, yeah.
It's
That's a big
45
one.
seconds from our house.
Oh, perfect.
And it's a respect. Not everyone gets participation trophies in the competitive world.
Yeah,
And like,
you
I'm
gotta
like,
earn
this
it.
is my jam.
Yes.
This
You
is
have
my
to earn
jam.
it. That's what
Yeah.
I love too. It's like
Yeah.
now, like with field days, they give everybody a participation ribbon. I'm like, absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is a winner and there are losers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get this
Yeah.
straight.
So
That's why our world is
it's
soft.
good, and they've done. I mean, they give out like 6 medals out of 12 or 13 in the group, but
Yeah.
there's still that time where you don't get a medal, right? It's life, and that's been a really nice addition. And now I just sit there and close transactions, really. But
Yeah.
While watching gymnastics. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. How do you do it? Because also on your intake form, you're like, I make time for everybody. I never tell anybody no, I don't have time for them. So
Yep.
just
well,
just do?
even keel, straight to the point. That eliminates a large
Yes,
number of
me.
people.
That's me
Right,
too. I'm
like,
just like, yeah.
If you're straight to the point and
Yeah.
you're like, hey, let's do this, like, and people, even within the organization, like you have different people that kind of raise their hand, and it's not like I have 268 agents that I'm individually meeting with,
right.
right? We all know that there's the self-made people that are just doing it.
Right.
Call me when they have something crazy, and we, laugh about it or whatever. Then there's the new agents that are like super hustle mode, and they're like, okay, they're plugging in, they're doing things, and you set those things up, and then you have the people that are just
Yeah.
non-existent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you move over to EXP to start Carbon Collective, or did you guys kind of do that? while you
Yep,
were
I
there?
actually joined the Wolfpack, which is the larger organization, which is the fastest growing organization at EXP, and it just got so big, right? And there was things. Mike Sherrard's a good friend of mine. He's the YouTube social media king, So we just kind of have grown in that instance, and he's grown, and at some point you have to get a little bit smaller and narrow down the value, because with 3,700 agents across the world, like it's awesome, because I have some of my best friends are doing it. That was a big difference from leaving a 1,200 person brokerage to going to EXP. Is there's a lot more big fish, right? But within the Wolfpack under EXP, we're kind of in a cohort, and all of a sudden, like, I have friends in Seattle that are doing 100 million, and friends in the Bay Area as solo agents doing 70, and my friend Nikki in Lafayette, Louisiana, who does 75 sides a year. Like, so there's a lot more action there, right? There's a lot more people in the rooms, right? Because when you're at a smaller brokerage, or a transaction brokerage like the one that I was at, there's people that are just doing their own deals. There's people that aren't doing much. There's people that are, crushing deals, and they just want the low splits. But the people that are crushing deals usually aren't like hey, this is what I'm doing. Like, let's hang out. And I hate the word mastermind, but, there was just a lot more collaboration.
Right.
Partially because we were across the country, or Mike lives in Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we were able to, I was able to level up, right? It was a whole different room. I still have great friends there too, and we didn't leave the Wolfpack. We just started our own, underneath it. And the biggest reason was we wanted to meet agents where they're at. Right.
So did you go out and grow this group under the Carbon Collective? Like, did you seek them or did they seek you?
It depends. It's kind of across the board.
Yeah.
Right. I have agents in Denver. I have about 60 agents in Denver, that know me from transactions or whatever. Mike's introduced agents to me as well that are
and
local.
You've landed some pretty big names that just joined you. We don't have to mention them, but
I got some people.
You got some. You got some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and more to come.
Yes, and good ones that were very established and doing great at that current company. I don't, this isn't like a sales pitch, but what do you think it was where something clicked and they chose to join you?
A lot of it's the relationship I have with them. I'm not going to them being like, EXP is going to change your life, Wolfpack and Carbon Collective,
The Wolfpack reminds me of that movie.
But the number,
What are the
Hangover, yeah. Oh yeah, we have
Wolf
those
pack.
references for sure. But it's a long game, right? I've been talking to some of those agents for 2 years, right? And it wasn't ever about hey, come on. But when you're paying some companies 6 figures a year to have their logo on your sign, there's better opportunity out there. And the truth is, all the brokerages are pretty much the same if they don't have the revenue share aspect.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
That's
even coming
thing
from my
next
dad's
week, yeah.
brokerage, he was the managing broker there, was an employing broker. But if I left, say I was at Remax and I, had 500 transactions under my belt and was like, okay, I'm going to retire, you don't have anything to show for it, right? You walk in, tell the managing broker, shake his hand, says thanks for making me a shit ton of money, on to the next, right?
Yeah.
And then the income goes to zero. So that's a huge piece of it as far as legacy and things like that. My revenue share is willable. So as long as the company's doing what it's doing, and my agents are there, if I were to pass away, my wife could get her license and slide right in there to 275 agents or whatever, and continue. And there's nothing that you have to do.
Yeah.
Right? I don't touch a piece of paper. I don't speak the same language as some of my agents.
Right.
Right? But when they close a deal from their split to EXP, I get, a little bit of it. And it's not more from them. It's not more from me. It's out of EXP's money. Yeah. So
it's just such a smart business model that they did.
It is.
It is. It's very smart. How did you grow into Dubai and Turkey?
That's what I was just
were you?
going to ask. How did you do that?
Well, I went to an event and I met an agent who was from San Diego, but was born in Turkey.
Okay.
And we went to that event. It was Mike and Louie, my sponsors' event. And, whatever, relationship. 3 weeks later, I went to EXPCon and they're like, oh, we're launching in Turkey. I was like, oh. So I called her up and I said, hey, it's a major opportunity. So she was kind of on the front end of that. When they launched, she moved over because she was licensed in San Diego. And when she moved over, she was over in Turkey. And
that's wild.
That's so crazy because I feel like you have somebody in Canada too, but U.S. and Canada probably operate pretty similar in real estate. But going to a foreign country, Dubai or Turkey, I'm sure real estate is handled very differently.
Real estate's way different in Canada too, right?
Yeah, financing is. We know financing,
but
I'm assuming
the structure is different. But the taking care of people and doing that and it's pretty much the same. Could be the same in Turkey and Dubai, but there's a lot of stuff going on there. So it's, every country is very different, especially in the financial structure.
Correct.
Look at the mortgages, right? The mortgage situation is very different. They don't have a 30-year fixed over there. So there's a lot of that, but as far as the relationship building, serving people, things like that, Canada and the U.S. is very similar.
Yeah.
And you're trying to still grow because sometimes people grow too big too quick and you don't have the ops. I don't want to say ops really, but kind of, to do that. Now, are you still trying to scale? Or
Yeah, we're going.
You're going.
But the thing is that it's not all me, right? Like it's 7 tiers below me,
Okay.
right? So I have, Adam Gillespie with, 90 agents, and John Shookman in Pennsylvania with 50, and, Taylor Bunny here now with 15, and Taryn King and Liz Cruz and some other people within my organization. And as they grow, those agents are all part of mine because it's 7 tiers deep. So
I love that. When you say that big things are coming for Carbon Collective, what do you mean by that?
yeah, we, just recently we signed on an agent who has a pretty good startup kind of lead generation connection, which we'll be talking a lot about, which, is going to spit out qualified buyers and work through the corporate structure, which is pretty cool.
This is kind of what you mentioned to help with not low income housing, but more affordable housing.
Yeah, affordable. Yeah, the CEO of that company wants to, lower the first time home buyer age from 40 to 30. And so it's an education platform for the consumer where they get coached and they get set up on, if they need an LLC or they need a partnership or co-ops. He's in San Francisco, so there's a lot of different things he's done that are part of that. They completely educate them. They get them pre-approved and they spit them out as so you take away a lot of the things that real estate agents suck at, which is follow up.
Involved in that?
Yeah.
Do you think that the education piece is the reason why first time home buyer I feel like young people, young generations, they don't care about buying a home. And do you think it is because of a lack of education?
I do. I mean, and it costs money.
Yeah.
Right. But if there's someone that's actually holding their hand, agents are busy. The agents that do the deals, they don't have time to be like, okay, did you pay your, Excel bill this month or,
Yes.
Whatever. And so 8 people that aren't ready made, that lead, people that aren't ready to transact, the agents suck at it. And I'm not perfect at it, but I try hard. But a lot of agents are really bad at it. And I coach my agents all the time. They're like, yeah, I had this lead. They were good to go, but they're not going to be ready for 18 months. I'm like, well, you better put them on your board.
Yeah.
Because in 18 months,
Right.
you don't want to be still looking for the person that's ready made. And that person's going to be ready by then.
And 18 months in this business flies by. I mean, we're on a month-to-month basis. We transact on that. And it's crazy how even last November, we're like, I cannot even believe it's November. I can't believe it's March right now.
Yeah.
I think in this industry, time flies just because we're so just looking at the dates,
Well, yeah, and we're on a 30-day turnaround for the most part.
And I mean, the deal that we worked together, that was started over a year ago.
Yep.
I want to say, and it was just he's like, this is their situation. They want to get married. They just need some education. And we did, and we coached them and nurtured them, and they got married. They did a thing, and then they bought a house.
Yep. And that's the thing that agents struggle with, especially when transactions kind of fell through the floor from 7 million to 4 million or whatever,
Right.
People have their path, and they were very astute to what they were going to do and how they were going to do it. And it's like, okay, cool. Right. But with them, I connected them with you. You guys were doing your part. I was doing my part. I knew that they were a referral from a past client. That was her son. And so I knew that was dialed, right? Where if you're just getting a random lead, you're paying for an internet lead or whatever, you have no idea who it is. Those are the leads that are going to click a button and buy a house, know?
Yeah.
Shop, yeah.
But I think a lot of agents struggle too, because if it's not a deal now, then it gets left in, not left in the dirt, but it's just you do forget about it, and you do look for just what can I get now,
right? Instead
of nurturing and doing the things that you should be doing.
Right. And the key to that is if you can just nurture them. I don't do it all. I'm connecting them with people, right? I'm connecting them with my people that I know will also pitch in on that divergent of, what it is. Yeah. Because someone's going to sell their house, right? They need a roof. I'm going to connect them with my roofer, who I know is going to take care of them, and that's a connection to me, right? And so the roofer knows that I'm involved. They're keeping me in line. They're saying, hey, they want to I had somebody on one of my listings want to put a green roof on a red house, and I was like, whoa.
Oh no, why?
How about we just get some some of
Just
those
brown shingles will do.
I mean, I love Christmas too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm like, how about some of those lights that go on year round? You can change the colors. Like, you can celebrate Christmas like in July, but you can turn it off. So, so just like that's a huge part of all of my business and how I take care of people. I don't do it all. I just make the connection.
which is one of the biggest parts.
Right.
And so you have Adam Gillespie working on more of the AI to integrate with the CRM, or do you not want to go too in
No,
depth
we're good.
in it?
Adam and I partnered for our own white label of Lofty, so we're selling that to agents. It's really interesting because today I had this vision, right? And all CRMs are built off the funnel, right? Whether it's Hermosi or Gary Vee or all the guys talk about the funnel, right?
Yep.
And CRMs are built like that too. A lot of CRMs are very front end, market heavy, and don't have what it is, right? You'll say like a Go High Level. That's huge in like the buyer webinar space right now. But it's just marketing. It's not a real estate CRM. You know, and so a lot of the CRMs, Follow Up Boss, everything,
Follow Up Boss,
right? But they're very front end focused. Follow Up Boss kind of changed the game before they made bad choices. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
we're about over Follow Up
Right.
Boss. Yeah.
But they made it customizable. You could customize some fields. You put home anniversaries in there. You could do some of that. And that was the first time I was like, okay, this is actually a CRM that I can work with, right? But they don't have a website. So they almost don't have a front end. And so I look at our version of Lofty as more of a hourglass, right?
Okay.
It's not fully dialed in yet, my thought, but we want to have, sure, new stuff, top of funnel, move them through. But then when they go through the funnel, they're now at the bottom, and when you flip it over, they're back at the top of the funnel, right? So the nurture is the key,
Yeah.
right? When I did 52 transactions, 49 of them were from my sphere of influence, and 36 of them were from my past client or past client referrals.
Yeah.
So yes, I know you can't get there as a new agent like today, but if you nurture it right and you make it work, then you can.
Yeah.
And to this day, I've been able to build that organization and start this company, right, with Adam,
And this
because
is in
my
2021,
phone's ringing.
right? Or
That's when I did all the deals.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just the CRM's new.
Right.
And so what we're doing is having Adam on the front end with his AI and all of that, lead generation stuff. Adam closes 10 deals a year without calling his leads. Like he's built that automation, follow-up, that kind of stuff. So it's just there, right? His phone just rings. But so does mine. Right on the back end. So it's more of a whole business system. And you can tweak all of them, Bold Trail, everything. You can tweak them to make them work. But we're building a system where it's like, okay, like here's your front end.
Yeah.
Here's your transactions. Here's how you manage those. Here's how you make them, keep your clients in the know. Yes, I know you have a TC and I know they send cool emails. But like our job is to make sure that they know the next 3 things coming.
Right.
Right? And then the next 3 things, and then the next 3 things. Because if I
Once they
send
get
them,
under contract,
Yep.
you mean once they be okay.
yep. So if I
Okay.
send them 12 things,
Yeah.
Hey, we need an inspector. You need to get your insurance. You need to do everything that the lender says, please, right away. Get that PDF with the right dates on top from your bank. Oh, it can't be a PDF. I don't know. But anyways, right? And then
Not the screenshots.
right, yeah,
All
the
the
screenshots.
screenshots.
Yeah, they made it so easy.
Oh
Can
my
we change
gosh.
it on that?
I don't
Call the
know.
underwriter. But you don't want to push it through and then like start talking about HOA docs and title commitment and appraisal and then final walkthrough and loan conditions. Like so
It's
if
a
you
lot.
parse it down in
is.
3 and it's coming from you, the real estate agent, like that helps. And then once they close,
Yeah.
like I mean, my secret to success is like annual reviews.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
We
just
do
started
that.
doing that.
Yeah.
we do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Who'd you learn that from? Jimmy Everett's.
Jimmy Everett.
No, I think we would always, at the end of the year, we always would send out closing disclosures and be
Yeah.
like, have this ready for your blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But then we're like,
Your
no,
tax
dude, let's
returns.
go more in depth.
Yeah.
Let's do a whole ass review.
Yep. And
Yeah.
so my whole point is like we meet with our stock people and our financial advisor every year based on a $25,000 initial investment.
Right.
Right. And they're like sharks. One of my best friends works for Northwestern Mutual. Like, let's go. Right. And I was like, okay, well, what if I incorporate that and be a little less annoying right? I'm not going to be like, give me your 3 people, and I'm going to call them until,
Yes.
they break their phone.
Blue in the
right?
face. Yes, correct.
But what if we had an asset review for a home, right?
Right.
And, I still give them the estimated value, which everyone does. And then I start talking about equity. But then after that, it's just driving like leads to my people,
Yeah.
right? So it's the first one is loans. And it's like, okay, you bought a house, you have an 8% interest rate. Like now's maybe a good time to reach out to Shay and Sarah and talk about that, right? And then, oh, you have mortgage insurance. Well, what's your interest rate? Oh, it's 2.5. Well, you're going to pay mortgage insurance the whole time. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're still winning.
You're okay.
You're right. You're still winning.
Yeah.
So then it's just driving business to the lenders that I work with.
Yeah.
Right. And then I move on to insurance, driving business to my insurance contact. And then I'm talking about updates, heaven forbid they want to move in a year and, have this great guy knock on their door and tell them that solar panels are going to make them rich. So it's just talking about those upgrades that they're doing. And within that conversation, I'm like, how long are you going to be here?
Yeah.
Because that's going to determine who I'm going to send you to. And I'm going to coach you on what you should do if it's less than 2 years, right? If it's 15, 30, like you're going to redo the kitchen anyway, so get the orange tile, get whatever you want.
Yep.
Right? So
The orange carpet.
yeah,
Apparently
hopefully
you have
not.
something with that.
Hopefully
Yeah.
they don't have orange carpet anymore available, but you never know. And then, I ask them what they're going to do with their equity,
Yeah.
right?
So
and
you do this every year with every client.
I try.
How do you? Because
I
that's
send
very
every
time
I send
consuming.
every client crumble cookies.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Yeah,
Good
so
crumble cookies are bomb.
So it just does
Yeah,
it, right?
good
It
choice.
it kind of gets them started, and then it's like, hey, it's time for your annual review, and then I put them on a campaign that's a little annoying. Like, hey, schedule it, do this, and then it's a 30-minute Zoom call. But it's nothing crazy,
Right.
right? Like, just like they can log on to Zillow and find out what their home is supposedly worth, like we have tools like that.
Yeah.
And we can just put a range up there.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't matter. I don't care, right? And I'll tell them, like, this is a estimate based on what's sold, your size, whatever. And if they're like, oh, well, we thought it was a little more. And I'm like, well, does it really matter? Like, when are you trying to sell your house?
Yeah. Get the information, get the data.
So you can
yeah.
do that, and
Yeah.
you can go from there. I can come over and look at it and see everything you've done.
Yep.
But it's just a very good opportunity to provide value in this world where, last year, August 17th, we thought that everyone had to have like a crazy unique value proposition.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And it's also,
Yeah.
it's just saying top of mind because the amount of people that we speak with never, it blows my mind. Follow up or have any, I mean, even drip campaigns are so ick, but still, like, nobody has that. And I'm like, how would you not? Like, you did a deal with this person, like the biggest deal of their life. How could you not stay top of mind or provide value? Because then if somebody comes to them and they're like, I want to buy or whatever, you're going to be their go-to.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So, okay, through the CRM, and that's what's hard too, is like we have a CRM too, and we do drip campaigns and we do marketing through that. But like, how do you decipher what's working and what's not? And like, I mean,
Well, I think
if I'm looking at myself, I get all this junk email. I'm not even opening it, right? And I'm sure half of ours never gets opened either.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I do like personal.
Yeah. So we do
emails.
personal. Yeah.
yeah,
But-
that's the key point. That's where Adam comes in with his AI genius as well. Yes, we have our campaigns that are built into the back end of the CRM, but we also have a way, like, training on taking what we started, cloning your AI to talk like you,
Yeah.
and
It's weird.
and
It's
writing those
wholesome.
emails,
Correct.
right? So like Adam, he's a former rock star, right? He's been on tour with Korn and
Are you
Slipknot.
serious?
Yeah.
You're being serious.
I could kind
And so
of see
he's
that
like,
with
so he's like,
beard.
"What's up, dude? What's up, peeps?" Like, so all of his stuff,
Very opposite from you,
yeah,
which is unique.
which is fine. That's
Yeah.
what we need when we're going to an
Yep.
organization. We
Which
don't
is
need the same
fine.
people, right?
Yeah.
And so you can optimize that so even the drip campaigns feel personalized, at least, right? It's not like Adam's not saying, if you could wave a magic wand, when are you going to be in your new home, right?
Right.
So there's a lot of that incorporated. But the truth is, like, if anyone's working their CRM and, like, it's like, oh, I haven't talked to this person for 30 days. They're my A+ listing, you know, A+ client, or 90 days or whatever it is. Like, just remind them to call. I think that's the most underutilized part of CRMs in real estate, is the tasks that are assigned automatically to the agent,
Yeah.
right? Because people are like, CRM, auto,
Yeah,
like,
do
I'm going to
it.
tag it and
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah.
Like,
But there's some part, like you said, it has to be you.
yeah,
You have to take the time to be like, I do have 5 minutes. I am going to call this person.
right.
Which is hard for people
have
to
to.
do. It's hard for me to do sometimes. I will set a task. How many tasks do we have on our calendar that we literally just push delete? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you actually have to hold yourself accountable and do
it.
it. And there's times where I'm like, oh, it's on my calendar to call this person. It can wait till tomorrow. Like, you can't, and it's hard. That's hard for
Right.
me to do.
Well,
You know that's hard for me
I
to do.
I do.
And
I
that's-
do.
And even for like annual reviews, right?
Yeah.
Like, people are like, well,
Yeah.
I don't want to call that person. Like, their home went down in value. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
like, that's where they need you.
Yes.
Like, it's not your fault.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But they need reality.
They need you.
Yeah.
Right? They need you to guide them through.
100%.
Because if you're just going solo, they're probably still going to call you if you're an agent like me. But then it's a lot easier conversation when they get here and they're like, well, I can't afford my mortgage and I couldn't afford it 6 months after I bought it. But 3 years in, like, I have, you know, I'm way behind and all this stuff.
And then
so
the buy downs were preached back then, like refi before it hits
Date
the
the
note
rate.
rate.
Yeah.
Now we're getting to those
Right.
points.
And
yeah.
so-
yeah.
So that's a huge piece of it. And you just have to have those conversations because there are still options.
For sure.
right.
Oh, for sure.
And, you know, as long as you're not, you know, getting relocated for a job or divorced or there's a death or something like that, like, we can make this work, you know, even if you are $20,000 underwater, right? Which also it's okay if you put 200,000 down and you overpaid to walk away with 180,000. Like, we as agents just kind of internalize that as like, oh man, it was 900, now it's 880. Like, I can't call them.
Deliver
Right?
the
No,
bad news.
like, you need to just say, and I say this to people all the time, like, you need to just hold on and stay there,
Right.
right?
Is that
Like,
okay? I was gonna
Right.
say, what do you suggest in that when
Yeah, I
you
mean,
want people to make a
okay,
call?
well, why are we moving, right? Here's a key point. The number one question I ask for my listing appointments at Converts is, where are you going? Because then it tells them, like, that I actually care more than just this
the
transaction.
transaction, yeah,
Right, where are you going? Because we don't need to go any further if it's like, oh, well, we're going to sell this and buy something with cash, and you know in your head, like, that's not that's not anything.
yeah,
So where are you going? How do we look at that? How do we, you know, I'm not saying go show them a bunch of houses and, you know, whatever, but I've been known to take sellers out. Like, well, you say you want this, and this is kind of where the numbers fall. If you've talked to a lender, or I can see, like, let's go look at houses. Like, let's go get a reality, right, of what that looks like now.
yeah.
Because some people are like, well, I bought for $750 and now I need this, and this. And I'm like, okay, well, that's about 1.5.
Yep.
Like,
And I want a
Yeah.
mortgage of $2,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so let's go look at, you know, 1.2 and see if that works. Because a lot of times it's in their head, right? They're like, oh yeah, this works. And, you know, that's one reason I do like the internet search sites, is people kind of have a little bit of dose of reality of prices and things.
Yeah.
But you just have to do that. So it's back to the relationship building. It's back to managing that end of it. And then it's the follow-up, right? So if I have a home anniversary and this is how I'm doing it, and this is how I manage a transaction, so it's consistently talking to them. Yes, at some point they might know some of them are auto emails. But if it's a general cadence, first of all, if they open all those transaction emails, which they do, watch the videos, do the things,
Right.
I'm not going to be in their spam filter,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So there's a lot of that too,
Yeah.
right? And so that's kind of the reality of it. Lofty was a great choice for us. Adam's, you know, one of the top Lofty coaches on YouTube, and
That's
you know,
great.
so on. So
Has it rolled out to Carbon Collective yet, or is it
yeah,
more of
no,
like
it's
in
rolled out.
beta?
We have 60 users. We started November 16th.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And when does it start doing the actual lead gen that pops out leads?
when the agents do it.
It's
not magic.
Supposed to do? Yeah, no,
Like,
it's
not just like, here you go, their leads pop out, but it's setting it up for how they want to do it. and it's unique enough, customizable on the back end that allows people to do that.
And are you doing it with more of your bigger agents to start, or just anybody who's willing to put in the work?
We have agents that aren't even in our organization, anything.
Oh, so you're letting other brokerages use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's available
Okay.
to the public.
With all this that you
It's not free for anyone.
Dang it.
Okay, I know. I was like, hey. With all this that you do, why do you choose personally? And I know you love relationships, but why do you choose to still produce? Because you have quite a lot going on. You know, we have a lot of people who were huge producers, and then they're more like, oh, I just want to coach and do this. Like, why do you choose to stay here?
First and foremost, because that's how I stay relevant.
Okay.
Like, I need to be in it. I need to be doing it. I'm not, it's not at a point where I don't have to work, right? When I'm doing 50 transactions a year and I have a wife that homeschools our kids and stuff, like there's gymnastics is not cheap.
It's not cheap.
So
You got bills.
right. I got bills. But I mean, what I'm doing is just building up all these little residuals, right? That will eventually replace that commission income. But I don't think that I'll ever just be like never selling houses again.
Yeah.
Right? Because everything changes.
Yes.
Right? And I've seen, time and time again, people within my brokerage that kind of become less and less relevant. Hopefully by the time they have thousands of agents in their organization, it doesn't matter. But if you're not in it, like how can you be in this space like coaching people?
Yeah.
Right? And so I get it. There's a very famous coach that never sold a house, and he crushes and he does a great job. But for me, at my level, I want to make sure that I'm still relevant.
Yeah. I gotta ask, does your dad still do it?
He actually retired from the brokerage probably 2 years ago. He does 3 or 4 transactions a year.
Oh, so he's still.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing. Yeah. He's not in my organization, so we don't talk to him. He's dead to me. Just kidding.
He's dead to me.
Just kidding.
I wonder why, like, that's a full circle moment. Why do you think he never wanted to go under you? Like, you were under him.
I mean, it was just, being the broker and having, non-competes and things like that. He's just like, I'm good.
Yeah. So how, I mean, do you think that you're getting, I know I kind of asked this, but more of a roundabout question. You're getting very, very big names. It's because you are great, you're great at relationships. You're offering this product. Why else are people driven to coming up? There's
Driven
a
or
lot of
drawn?
people
I'm drawn to you just because of your just like fuck it kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Hey, chill.
Because I'm real.
You're like,
I get it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
calming.
I mean, and that's
It's calming. Yeah.
that's
It's calming.
ultimately that's all it is, right? I have the connections. I have, I have people like you guys that I'm like, okay, like just call Sarah and Shay. They'll crush it, like whatever. And so the agents feel that, right? But also, real estate's a competitive sport. And so they're like,
is.
I want to do what he's doing,
Yeah.
And I don't want to be, running around every weekend, and I don't want to be a team leader, and I don't, because here it is, like we're coached. You have to join a team to start, learn, go solo, build a team to create your, leverage, and then or brokerage. Like those are kind of intermixed. What they don't tell you is being a team leader is like, you might as well be a managing broker.
Yeah.
Team leader is the managing broker responsibility level without the overhead and the opportunity that people think when they have a brokerage. But within my system, like people are like, are you going to leave and start your own brokerage? Like, no. I have a international business opportunity for $85 a month. That's my only overhead.
That's
I don't have a touch piece of paper. I don't have to have any liability to those agents.
Yep.
I get to do what I like to do, right? And coach and teach them and meet them where they are and help them build their business, right? And we have all the shiny bells and whistles. We have the Social Agent Academy. We have Adam's AI course. We have, Louis' production stuff. We have all that stuff. But at the end of the day, like, agents are like, I just want to sell 10 houses. Like, how do I do that? Right? And so that's how it is. I'm very careful when I'm coaching, like, because at first I was like, okay, like, I'm just going to teach everyone to sell 100 houses a year. Go. Right? Like, most people don't want to do that.
yeah.
And if they say they want to, then we have to have a real conversation and see if they really want to.
Yeah.
And so meeting them, okay, how many houses do you want to sell? Like, Do you have to sell houses to put food on the table? Because then we're going to have to do some traditional stuff. We're going to have to do open houses and cold call and door knock and farm and do those things. Like
It's the work that you put into. There's no secret CRM. I mean, that's great, you know, but like you have to work.
Yeah.
It doesn't just come. It just bothers me so much in this day and age because people are like, "What are you going to do for me? And can you give me leads?" And I'm like, "No, like we gotta work, you know, and then it will come."
Right.
And
I mean, that's part of my training with lenders. I say, if you walk into a meeting with a lender, they're going to say, you know, you're going to ask them if you can have their leads, and they're going to ask you if they can have your leads.
Yep.
Like, that's a really awkward conversation because none of you have leads, probably. If you're still gone.
So
right.
true.
And so, like, I coach agents on this. Like, one of my pillars in my course is industry partner relationships.
Yeah.
Like, this is how you manage it. So much to say, like, hey, I'm Jeremy. Have you ever promised your personal business to another realtor? Like, if you were going to buy or sell a house, have you promised another agent your business? Right?
Yeah.
Some people say, yeah. And I say, okay, cool. Like, I'm out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Most people say I've never been asked that question, except for I've taught a lot of people this, so maybe you have. But that just changes the game. Right? Because it's like, okay, this guy's a little bit different. And then by nature, I get all your leads. Not all of them. Like, I know that lenders have, you know, on a scale, probably 10% of the lead flow that agents have. But right.
Yeah.
But it changes the conversation. Right? Because I don't care about your programs.
Yeah, no.
Everyone has the same ones
Yeah,
or access to.
I know. They're all the
Right.
same.
They're
yeah.
all the same.
So then it's like, okay, why'd you ask that question? Like, let's talk a little bit about that. Most people say no. Some people say, well, no, but I'm married to a realtor. I'm like, cool, they could join me.
Yeah.
Right? That conversation happened.
Yep.
And, you know, we just kind of move it forward, but it's just a different angle, and it changes it a ton.
Yeah.
And I've helped 8 lenders personally buy or sell real estate. So
That's great.
yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah, but it goes
that's
down the
great.
road. Like, it's not just lenders. Like, we focus on this, like HVAC people and electricians. And, like, think of all the people that you can line their pockets if you're a resource.
For sure.
Like, that's...
Real estate agents are a big resource for a lot of industries too. A lot.
Yeah.
My brother is a plumber, and he does that as a side job. But he has 30, 40 agents who use him, and he's like, this is my side business. Like, it's all real estate stuff.
Yep.
And, like, it's just,
Good for him.
Yep.
yeah. But as an agent,
do
that
it.
is a part of your job. Is
Do
you
it,
have
you're
to have the
affordable,
resources.
and you take care of them. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it's at.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we're getting down to our last minute or so, so I kind of just want to end with like what you have a lot going on. I know you're not stopping anytime soon. What type of legacy do you want to leave?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm where I'm at.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have the revenue share legacy, there's stock in the company, there's this. But ultimately, like, my main goal is by the time I am 48 years old, that I can pull back on the hustle and the grind.
Why 48?
Right.
That's so specific.
Well, because when I came to EXP, I wanted to have 10 Icon Awards. But then...
Because you got 4.
Like, it was 50, right? And I'm 42.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's aligned. But it was just like, okay, like, I'll get that. But then I was like, and then I'll worry about growth. Then I was like, well, if I stop at 48, like, I have to build this, right? Like, I have to build 260 agents plus, right? And so I want to make sure that for those in that time period, right? My oldest will be 14. No, she's 10, so she'll be 16 at that time. Yeah. But, you know, as we've kind of start to fall off right there with, you know, the lead gen and the hustle, and, you know, I'll start referring out deals and stuff like that. Like, I want to be ultra present for those high school sports years, for for those things. So that's the short-term legacy, and then the long-term legacy. I mean, I own rentals, and I have a lot of that stuff. Yeah. But ultimately, my goal is goal is just to help them with their weddings, with their college if it exists. Yeah. Like, YouTube University's free, so maybe that'll be a thing in 8 years. And then, you know, possibly purchase their home, because I bought my first house when I was 19 and changed the game. So
seems like you would buy your first house when you're 19. Just
My dad made a commission off of it.
straight into
Yeah,
of course he did.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm getting paid.
Yeah, but I didn't pay anything for it. So it's
I was
fine.
gonna say, did he help you with that down
Kitty,
payment?
no, kitty condo.
Ki-
Kitty
A
condo.
kitty condo. I haven't heard that term in a long
rebated
time.
his
Yeah.
commission and still made $5,000.
Yeah.
So it worked out. But that house has turned into 6 doors and
Yep.
without any money. So
Last question. What is the basis for an icon award?
you have to cap, so 80,000 GCI,
Okay.
and then do 20 additional transactions.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay, that's a big feat.
And you have 4 already.
What were the years?
2021, 22. No,
Yeah.
Was that
21,
right?
22, 23, 24.
Really? Even in
So you didn't
23
hit
and 24?
25?
Good job.
Not yet.
When does
I
it
will.
come out?
My cap resets in May.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so we got till May.
We're gonna do it.
We're like, wait, well, what happened?
He goes, I will.
So-
He's at 5.
Yeah, give me some time. I actually slowed down. I hit the first ones in like 3 or 4 months. I was like, this is dumb.
This
Right.
is too easy
So,
for me.
so I had to like dial it back.
Yeah.
But the time, the commitment for rev share and agent attraction and growth and coaching is real.
Intense. That's
Yep.
why I was like, 3 kids.
Yeah.
How are you doing it?
Yeah.
You're a busy
We
man.
still have family time. We still do the things. Still spend most of my weekends with them. So
Good.
it's
Good for you.
it's good. We're organizing it appropriately.
Good. Good
Yeah.
for you. Guys, Jeremy Kane, everybody. How can they reach you? I mean, obviously.
Yep.
I always say that. Social media. But
Yep. Social media, the RE Agent Playbook on Instagram.
Yep.
You can call me 303-210-0378.
All right, man. Thank you for
Boom.
being on today. You're
Yep.
you're a gangster.
Cheers. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. This is From the Ground Up. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and check back next Monday for the next episode.